The Pinoy Boomer! Hello, kaboomers! This is the Pinoy Boomer back with another video. So, in relation to my investing journey, which started after reading The Intelligent Investor, and before reading The Intelligent Investor, doing things on my own without uh, reading stuff. I have read plenty of books now about investing, and in partly some self-help as well. Well, self-help if you call it that way. So, yeah. And one of the books that emphasize the importance of saving and investing, as well as uh, loving your loving your job, even if you really really hate it. Yeah, uh, it is found in this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. Plenty of personalities um, have recommended this book, and famous financial YouTubers. And upon reading the book, uh, it it basically gave me some perspective when it comes to growing one's wealth. So, the summary of this book begins with a man named Arcad, who was known as the richest man in Babylon, and he is basically a uh, let's just say a stone carver in the days of Babylon. He started as a stone carver. He is carving various things, especially when it comes to the legal stuff. So think of it as your typist, or a person that does clerical work. And he met this very rich man that asked for him to write in the stone tablets some parts of the law. And as part of the as his payment, that rich man taught Arcad his secrets in gaining wealth. Now, basically, the book, after you read this, it gives you this uh, pointers, this advice. So, when it comes to creating your wealth, first and foremost, a person should develop the habit of saving money. As the book says, pay yourself first. What do you mean by pay yourself first? Basically, uh, after we receive our paycheck, so of course, our paychecks already have those deductions required by law, right? Once we get that paycheck, before we spend it, and admittedly this difficult, especially in our situation after the COVID pandemic, uh, it is hard to save money, because in the book it says that one should pay themselves first by saving a tenth of their salary. So that when you say a tenth of your salary, it's 10%. So if you are earning 10,000 pesos, for example, 10% of 10,000 pesos is 1,000 pesos. You put that in savings, and whatever's left, whatever's left. So from your 10,000 pesos, the 9,000 pesos, it's up to you how you spend that. So you spend what's left after you save the 10% of your salary. And then learn to control the second point that the book is saying, you should learn to control your expenditures. The discipline of basically budgeting and controlling your desires, not going overboard with your money. If you want to build up your riches. Okay, so first point of the book, you save 10% of your earnings. Second, you control your expenses. Okay? Now, the next thing that this book advised is, uh, if you have uh, let's just say you have debt to other people, strive to pay them off. It doesn't say you must pay them off immediately. The book says that. The book is saying that if you have debt, especially to many institutions, other people, you uh, you commit with them that you will be diligent in paying them off. Okay, then once you have settled everything, uh, you are on your way to building your riches because you are no longer in debt. The next point is when it comes to investments. So when you invest, especially in this book, it is indirectly okay, not indirectly, but it's basically it is telling you to invest, and especially those investments that you do that produces, if ever it produces profit, you just reinvest those profits from the investment into the same investment or to a different one. Basically, in the book, you will see the phrase, let your money be your slaves. Let your money work for you. Let your wealth work for you. Perfect example, like me, I'm investing the stock market. And my style of investing primarily is through dividend investing. I primarily buy stocks that pays out dividends. Now, you might have seen my other video where I am trying to do a short-term trading for a year. Uh, so that's a separate brokerage account. The other brokerage account that I have, the main one, it's purely for dividends. So the concept of letting your money work for you is the same as through my dividend stocks, the dividends that I earn from my stocks, the money I generate there, I don't spend it. I don't take it. I reuse it to buy new stocks that will generate income for me while I'm sleeping, or I invest it into other investment vehicles that does the same thing. So, to recap here, so first, save first, take away, save first the 10% of your earnings. Then next, you pay off your debts. You pay off your debts, and then you let your money work for you. Do not take away the profits, the gains that your investments are providing you. Let them work for you, so that it will continue. It will continuously grow your wealth. And in the very last part of the book, uh, in other YouTube videos, they don't mention that too much. They just mention the things that I've already mentioned, like saving 10% of your earnings, you pay off your debt, you let your money work for you, etc. They don't talk about the last part of this book, which is basically it talks about a slave. It's a slave, then and then he's basically it speaks volumes to me because just like an employee, you feel like you're slave to your corporation, and you think that uh, nothing good will happen to you in the future. Well, in that book, in this book, the last part, one of them told that slave to try to enjoy. I mean, make your work as your friend, as your friend, while being a slave. And and here it basically discussed an exit strategy of being a slave, or in our case, we can compare it to the rat race that we're experiencing, working for corporations, and you learn as much as you can, and then you find a way to be your own boss, meaning be your own, be an entrepreneur, because at the end, it shows that that slave became a merchant. If I remember correctly, he became his own businessman. He is generating his own profits without the help of a company, or in this case, without the aid of another master. Now, I recommend this book, guys, for you. It's just a thin book, as you can see. The paperback, see, so thin, so thin, so thin. I finished reading this, despite of my busy schedule back then. Within 2 weeks, I was able to finish this, and this is a good book to read. And I will be giving this book. I will let this book be read by my eldest as well, since I have already started him in his wealth making journey. All of his Christmas pamasko, Christmas money that he received from his ninangs, he adopted the uh, saving the 10% of his pamasko, to the bank, and then the remaining, it's up to him how he will spend the remaining. And he chose to just save everything, since he told me that he doesn't know what to spend his money on. So at least I have started him early on his journey, and hopefully he will be better than me and my wife when he reaches his young adulthood and in the workforce. So, guys, I definitely couldn't stress enough that you read this book, The Richest Man in Babylon, especially for us in the workforce. When you reach the last part, it will inspire you. It will inspire you to chase that dream of being wealthy, being financially free, uh, not having to worry about money. Okay, so this this is a good book to include in, if you're going to start investing. This is a good book to start with, uh, uh, as your basics, as the basics before it, as the basics to basically inspire you to start saving, to build your wealth, and find investments, and eventually, if you want to be a businessman, own a business, it will also inspire you to be a entrepreneur. Okay, so this is my video on the richest man in Babylon. So I hope this book recommendation that I'm giving you would help you kickstart your saving journey, budgeting journey, investing journey, and if you want, be inspired to have your own business, to be independent from corporations. Okay, so this is a Pinoy Boomer signing off for now. Bye bye.